And lights! Lights! Come on!
What are you doing in here?
Steve?
Yeah.
Steve Litteral.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's dark and I forgot where I am. Tinker Swiss Cottage?
Yes.
Rockford, Illinois.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, lights are off and I'm pretty sure this is the front door, right? So you're not getting by. You got to answer some questions. I'm George Hawrylenko with Ghost Head Soup. Got 5 questions for you, dude. You got 5 minutes?
Sure.
Okay, excellent. Well, okay. You know how tough it is to go to the bathroom in complete darkness? Thanks for turning off the lights. That's the first thing I appreciate. I got to ask, the place, quite a house, quite a museum. I imagine that it's kind of tough to keep a balance between wanting to keep it like, you know, an austere and proper place as a museum, but then turning it also into, well, I mean, the place, to my opinion, is haunted. Is it a difficult balance between the two? Keeping it a museum and keeping it like a paranormal hotspot?
No, it's actually, I mean, keeping it as a museum is always a challenge because you always have to come up with funding and things like that, but the paranormal side is actually, you know, fun for us because we get to interact with the public and not only, you know, excite them, but also...
The weirdos.
Yeah. Not only excite them, but also we get to educate people as well, and, you know, sometimes they don't know it, so it's good.
Okay, cool. So you kind of like, you know, wrap up a little bit of history lesson, and anytime somebody comes out here, it gets a little bit weird and creepy.
Right.
As far as the place itself, we have Indian burial mounds. We have a creepy house on a cliff overlooking a river. This is like a real Vincent Price movie. I mean, to be honest with you. Besides the house, how active are the grounds?
The grounds, I mean, I don't know, I'm not psychic or anything, so I couldn't talk to that. I mean, we've had people see things here on the grounds, but we do have, like you said, a Native American burial mound. It's about 1,000 years old.
Wow, 1,000?
Yeah.
1,000 years old.
And across the creek from us was a site of the original graveyard in Rockford from when this was a, you know, just a pioneer town.
Wow, so it's even creepier than I knew. Wow. All right, excellent. And I have to be honest, where the grounds here, you know, they kind of end, and we have like a major metropolitan area. And I got to be honest, man, you get off the grounds and it's the Wild West out there. Right. It really is. Now, as far as the location itself, you can almost feel like a separation between the two worlds, between the city surrounding this little, you know, island of what it is. What do you think the local reputation is? I mean, do you think that, like, the locals view this as, oh, it's just a museum that's in the neighborhood, or do you think the locals view it as, wow, that's a creepy haunted house in our neighborhood?
I've gotten a little bit of both. Some kids have come up to me and said, "Hey, you work at the haunted house."
Okay,
and then you know, but also I think you know, a lot of the people in the neighborhood respect us because we kind of beautify the area. Because you're right. I mean, you know, we have about 5 acres of park here, and I mean, it's almost like you go from the city into a little.
It's tangible. I mean, you can feel it as you go from one to the other.
Because I mean, you know, I come to work in the morning and you'll see a red-tailed, you know, a red fox. You'll see deer, you know, geese, all kinds of stuff, woodchucks. So it's almost like a little, you know, a little bit of paradise here in the middle of town. Yeah,
it is. It really is, and it's you know, I often wonder. It's like the neighborhood kids just got to be terrified of this place. And well, I got to ask, you spend a lot of time here alone. You're the I want to say you're a director, but the title's longer. What's your full title here?
Executive Director of Operations.
Executive Director of Operations. You spend a lot of time here alone, I would imagine.
Yes.
Okay, what would be the most memorable, the most unreal thing that happened to you here?
Well, I mean, I've had quite a few things, but...
They keep it clean, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know, like paranormal, that's where I'm going.
Yeah, I've had quite a few things. One night I was cleaning up, there was after an investigation, and you know how some teams like to kick the hornet's nest, and then I'm here by myself, so one night I did have a door slam in my face, so that was pretty memorable. I was in the middle of going up the stairs, and I, you know, quickly ran all the way up the stairs, but then I was like, well, it had to be something else, so I tried to recreate it about 50 times.
Okay.
It didn't work, so probably the door, you know, slamming in my face, that was probably the probably out of all the things that had happened here, that's probably the, top one that kind of just.
And you took the time to try to debunk what it was.
Right.
Wow, that's balls, man. Definitely. And, well, the final question, always the most important question. Steve, what's your favorite soup?
Ghost head soup.
Yes! All right. Yeah. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, cool. Thank you, sir, for the use of the flashlight.
Flashlight?
Oh, you're not Mark.
No. That was on tape.
Wow. Oh, it is still filming.
Yes, I am. Of course. That's what I do best.
Cool. Well, thank you, Steve.
Thank you, guys.